Good evening. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's continue with my blood moon study stuff. And we have next in spirit, the Empress. The Empress. The Empress. And at air, we have the Tower. The Tower. Fire, Tower, changes of mindset. Oh, I wasn't thinking there were so few cards left in fire, too. Isn't that interesting? Okay, and the Nine of Honey. The Nine of Honey. Fire. I really have most of what I want. And in Earth, actually, I'm gonna have extras in air. Interesting. The Age of Songs at Earth. Water, we have the Knight of Honey. Knight of Honey. The Knight of Honey. 9 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 of Hon abundance, beauty, sensuality. Abundance. Sensuality. Sensuality of mind. And the Tower. Cleansing, undoing, release. Let's see, I want to do a little cleansing. Whoop, whoop, wrong. Undoing. Release. Release. Changes in mindset. Release. Ah, no, but I didn't. I'm supposed to be reading them all. Goofball. The Empress is a celebration of all things sensual and beautiful. Delicious foods, fine fabrics, art, jewels, good summer's honey overflowing, the autumn's boughs heavy with fruit. She collects the things that make life full and shares her abundant pleasures with all who know her. When it came time to create this card, I dreamt of a friend of mine. In the dream, she had a secret room where she kept sensual earthy treasures, heaped like a dragon's hoard. She showed me a pomegranate made from gold and jewels, a book larger than a doorway that was filled with beautiful paintings and gorgeously patterned rugs and fabrics draping the walls and floor. She shared this inspiration with me, then sent me out into the world to bring more treasures back to her. It reminded me so much of the Empress that I used her and the dream as inspiration for this card. My role in this dream reminded me of the bees tattooed on my friend's arm. I was given inspiration and instructed to go out into the world and return with more inspiring treasures, much like bees are nourished by the hive and go out into the world, returning with pollen to create honey. The Empress is the queen bee, the jeweled fruit, the keeper of abundance, and she generously shares that magic with us. This card asks, where is there abundance in your life? Where are you lacking abundance? What nourishment do you give yourself and others? What pleasures are you enjoying in life? What is your relationship with sensuality, beauty, and pleasure? The Tower, cleansing, undoing, release. Brick by brick, you've built a castle of all the things you understand about your world. You've carved elaborate designs around the walls and filled it with your expectations for the future, knowing that it would always stand tall. But the higher you build, the more you trust those walls to stand against the storm. The longer the fall and greater the humbling. When the world defies your expectations, you cling to your beliefs, denying reality. The tower will meet destruction, shaking you from your dreams. The tower is often greeted with dread. It is a symbol of all the things that protect us and make us feel safe, but ultimately separate us from a bigger truth. These are things like our beliefs about how the world works, who we are, and what our purpose is. The tower is everything we stand on in order to view the landscape around us. I just said that and looked away. The landscape around us. But we can never have a full understanding of that landscape if we aren't grounded in it. Destruction comes when we are forced to see the truth and step out of our comfort zones, when our beliefs and ideals are shattered, But upheaval allows you to grow, frees you from your limiting beliefs, and opens up new possibilities. This card asks, what beliefs do you have that are holding you back from growth? What changes are you afraid of? What fears have you learned from your past experiences, and how do they shape your behavior and ability to see things as they really are? What positive experiences could you have from becoming aware of and reshaping your beliefs and behaviors? And 9 of honey. Confidence. With a pitcher of smoke and a sure hand, the beekeeper walked among the hive and drank honey with the bees. 9 is about confidence in your abilities, creating structure that gives you freedom, and allowing yourself to enjoy what you've worked for. What is your definition of confidence? Do you feel confident? Do you allow yourself to enjoy the fruits of your labor? Do you have time to appreciate what you've built for yourself? Or are you constantly engaged with work? How can you make time for pleasure? How can you appreciate the hard work that you've done? songs. Eight songs. Pathways. Pathways. Let it go and re-envisioning. Re-envisioning what anchors me. Anchor. How do I spell anchor? But I ask this thing. Anchor. That's what I thought. Okay. I see myself in the glassy water of what anchors me. Okay. I see myself in the glassy water, but not as I am now. It's a strange world reflected there, a dream, a fantasy. The reflection shimmers and shifts beneath my footsteps. I begin to wonder which world is real, the one I walk in or the one in the reflection. Aid is about being caught between daydreams of how you want things to be and the reality of what is. It's about walking in one world and seeing yourself in another world. Where does your inner reality reflect your outer reality, and where does it contrast? Does the reflection mislead you, or does it motivate you to stretch your wings, fly, and reach your dreams? Do you feel like your emotions rule you and determine your path, or do you feel like you have the freedom to walk where you will? Okay, and the Knight of Honey. Expansion. Knights of Expansion. Through the seasons, he endlessly toils, seeking to perfect his plans. Nothing will distract him from his headstrong ways, and no one can change the path of his steps. The Knight of Honey finds every way to dig deep roots and ground himself in his body and work. Ground my emotions. Let's see, and ground himself in his body and work. Do you want to learn every detail and fully embody your current projects? Are you so rooted in your work that you've become a workaholic, or have become trapped within the cage of your own plans and schedule? Do you use work to shield yourself from facing emotional struggles? Are you so stubborn that you're unwilling to adapt or change? Are you open to receiving feedback on your work? Are you willing to work with others on a project? What is your relationship with perfectionism? Perfectionism. There we are. There are my. Whoop. Am I looking? Yeah, we're looking at the right part. There we go. You can see them very well. Should put them down here. You can probably see them better. And let's do that. Look at that better. There we go. That looks better. And turn down the glare. Look at the cards again. Stay safe, everybody. Peace. Love you all. Doodles.